go. New game. Wrong button. New game. Original. I know there's a bit of exploration you can do around the village. There's a few chests you can pick up. Alright. Pulling up the stream on YouTube, though I'm not expecting anyone to actually, like, join. But, first of all, not Marley, because that's not her name. No! I mean, on mine, Scott. On your. Considering I'm going to try to rush to not be level 10, I need all the help I can get. So if you would like to be evil, you can be evil. Kitty! I played with the kitty. Let's go Mayor's Manor. Hey guys. Just coming through. Taking some money and potions. You got potential. Tax or special tax. Yeah, I will get into that later. Just a bunch of tutorial stuff here. Most of it's generally self-explanatory. Is there... Right, market's closed. Residents... People to talk to. There's a bunch of people to talk to. I'm not going to, because... As I said in the description, this is not serious at all. Also, I realize OBS isn't picking up my screen. Is this the one? Nope, that's not it. Oh. Yeah, well, I just Alt-Tab to reach it, but, let's... Wait. Okay, because Chrono Trigger is not being picked up as, Okay, weird. Chrono Trigger is not... Oh, there it goes. That took its sweet time. It's not a full screen application, so it's not actually... I had to go and specifically add it. Alright. I also need to turn the sound down a little bit. There we go. That should be fine. Bye, Marl. Yeah, I already did that. You know, while the screen was off. Whoops. It's easy enough to figure out. It's they're all at the Mayor's Manor. Yeah, like 200 extra G and a potion and a chest. Here you go. Have your kitty. If you... Yes, I don't know if you remember, but if you talk to the girl and then get the cat, there's a 50-50 chance that you'll get a guilty. If you talk to the girl and do not get the cat, it is a guaranteed guilty. And if you just give her the cat without talking to her, then it's guaranteed not guilty. I don't understand... I don't understand why You need to not talk to her first, but I will, however, drink. Aw. Button mashing. I haven't even talked to Marl yet. I did the drinking game and now I'm spending silver points. I'm Biggs. I'm Wedge. I'm Piet. Which one's Wedge? This one in the middle. That's Biggs. Dang it. Well, I failed. Alright. I failed. Let's reset now. Oof. Why? Oh, yeah. Yeah, once you try like twice or so, then you have to wait. Here you go. Have your pendant. May I have it back? Fine. Yeah, so did I, but I pressed it. Just removing the E off of Marl's name makes it look really weird. Hmm. I'm sorry, I forgot your title. By the way, is there any chance you could talk to that young lady into selling her pendant to me? No. And let's get pad vest, bronze helm. I mean, you're doing this of your own volition. You're being awful by your choice. Oh yes, because we have to show the alternate. I don't believe there's anything left to do to be a good guy, except for just let her eat candy. Don't know what type of candy this is, but it's candy apparently. Yeah. Something like that, yeah. Just slap her on the wrist. Or slap you on the wrist. I'll watch while you try it out. Okay. I'm just gonna leave. And she's gone. I ditched her. Let's go. Yeah, I'll go. But she's just like, oh, I'll stand here and watch. How'd you manage to pick up a cutie like her? Psychedelia. That's where the guitar solo came from. Okay, everyone, let's give her a great big hand when she teleports from the platform. But so I am playing the PC version of this. Galen is also playing the PC version of this. Actually, I haven't been seeing as much of an issue with the font. It struggled with the font before, but it doesn't seem to be having that issue now. And where like sometimes just certain like lines won't show up, or like certain columns of characters just won't show up for some reason. Um. Uh, how rare are they? Like one in every six or so. Good. Oh, okay. I know I've seen her before. Real quick, settings. Is there anything else in the settings I want to switch? Oh yeah, so there's high resolution in the graphics. Uh, this puts on a bit of a filter that they add to the mobile version. It doesn't look bad on mobile, but when you actually like upscale it, it looks so bad. The original pixel just looks better. I'm also going to change up the battle speed a little bit. Let's go to 3. Alright. I have taken pendant. What a fine lad. So, the name. Yeah, the name. What? Ah, jeez. Hi, doggo. Just like, it's like the names are what they are. There will be no questions. I will not be answering any questions. Just go with it. Dang, I can't run from this battle. For some reason the letters that pop up like after you hit an enemy or you get hit, uh, those still have like the filter on them. Also, no, I'm not gonna do it now. What is it? Because what? All right. Don't let me stop you. Oh. Power glove. So I realize I have my my settings in OBS to record at 20 frames per second from Chrono Cross. When the game is running at like 60 frames per second, but oh well. Just gonna get like a third of the frames. This game isn't laggy like Chrono Cross is, but this game better not be laggy. It's friggin' 10 years old. Yeah, it's an SNES game. This game was laggy, then wow, my computer sucks. I mean, my computer does suck, but not that much. Anyway, let's go to the castle. Ooh, spooky. Strength capsule. Boost strength by 1. I'm gonna give that to Chrono. Or, yes or no. You shouldn't necessarily give all the power tabs to, or strength capsules to Chrono. I'd still call them power tabs. Well, see, the thing is, like, I just said, like, strength capsule, and it's like, yeah, I get, like, I'm gonna give that power tab to Chrono. Normally I do, but there's not really much of a reason to. Unless there's a certain character you want to give them to. So there's something strange about his look. Yeah, normally I'll give the power tabs to Chrono or Ayla. And the worst part's supposed to be pronounced Ayla. I'm still gonna pronounce her Ayla, like, no doubt. But it's like technically it is Ayla. Oh, here's what I'm gonna do for her name. Uh, here's what I'm gonna do for her name. Instead of doing like EI, I'm gonna do like a dash la. Oh, that'll be a while from now, but still. No. And most of the chests throughout the game, I don't know about. I know in one area this isn't the case. Most of the chests, even areas that are shared between different times, the chests are not shared. So you can get them in the past and then get them again present. I know there's the one area in the game that they are definitely linked. I don't believe so, no. Because all the chests are in different spots. I know there's some that definitely are not. Some I'm not as sure about. Like the one by Marl here, I'm not as sure about. Help me, sir, now. Oh, that's... What? She disappeared? Yeah, I mean... Hi. Yeah, I would hope so. Well, it is full screen. Yeah. Yeah, I might, Do you have the high resolution filter on? Why? What I... If you would rather, what I can do instead is I can just screen share this to you. And then... Yeah. The reason I wasn't sure about it in the first place is because then when we were talking about it, you got the game. So it's just like, oh, so are you going to be playing? And then this happened. Hey, more bronze armor. Luca, you're getting that. Never mind, you're not getting that. Chrono, you're getting interviews. No, I still have a few applications that have gone out a little more recently. That I haven't heard anything back from. Couple to the schools. Planet Fitness still. Updated Publix, but nah, I still haven't gotten anything back since McDonald's. You're cutting out a lot. I don't know if you're trying to talk to me or not. Oh. All right. Yeah. Um. I'm also gonna go through. Hopefully, this doesn't mess up the stream. I'm gonna try to up the frame rate. I cannot. Okay, so never mind then. Yeah. There. Well, the stream is at 20 frames per second. Never. Well, it is lagging quite a bit right now, but I think that's because I had multiple windows up. It's set to record at 20 frames per second, so when the game normally runs at like 60. Alright, say a prayer for yourselves. No, I'm good. Well, no, it skips like like 2 of every 3 frames. Normally, to me, it's 30 to 60 frames, especially for older games. Isn't that apparent? However, 30 to 20 is, so. Yeah, I think they're weak to fire, right? I know like Fire Whirl is very effective. However, because I have not fought like anything, I do not have Flamethrower or Cyclone. So so I can't really take advantage of that. I mentioned I said like trying to get there by before level 10. So yeah, you can run from most normal battles. Yeah, and it's not a problem for the most part. Um, I'd say the second boss is harder. And I have Cyclone now, so if I get Zerp Slash. By the way, Glenn in Chrono Cross is he actually has yellow hair. He's blonde. I'd always thought it was green hair, and I think it's because yeah, I think it might be one because of that, and two because of the pixelation on the PlayStation. Um, so like the darker colors were being mixed with it, but with it being like higher resolution, you can definitely tell that it's That's blonde, yeah. It's like it's a darker blonde, but hmm. Yes, it was. Not necessarily inaccurate, but stereotypical. Hmm. Hmm. Fair enough. Hmm. I would take Glenn. I would take Glenn's bronze armor off. However, there's not really any reason to, because only the males can equip it. So, or I think Robo might be able to equip it as well. However, Robo will have a better piece of armor. Dang it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I definitely know the other character who could use it would definitely have something better just by default. Um. Yeah. Yeah. As for Robo though, like comes with a high tunic. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's Guile. It's Magiel or Guile, depending on the game. Yeah. That one's technically an optional battle, but one optional battle is, yeah, but in order to get all those items. I don't think one battle I don't think one battle this early on will make a big enough impact. Oh, I ran from them. Yeah. Well, because in the original, they counted how many times you saved. Yeah. And then and later I was like, yeah. So and this it's like, I'd like if like I would have kind of liked if they kept that. However, at the same time, it's like, yeah, but at the same time, it's like, yeah, they probably shouldn't like pressure you to not save the game and just to keep playing. Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest. I have no idea why there it goes. It's because I have no idea why these things didn't fight me before. They're supposed to. Yeah, it's like I can't run from them. Yeah. Yeah. Nobody really cares about, but interesting to see. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Though challenge runs weren't exactly a common thing back when back in the day. No jumps. Yeah. A no weapons run for this. God dang it. Yeah. The best weapon run. No, the mop is too overpowered. Right? I mean, he has to be pretty powerful with it at this point. Still love how they add that into the opening movie. Like it kind of makes sense, but at the same time, like I feel like they just did it because of the joke of the mop just being a thing in the game. We'll dispatch this fiend. Be careful. I imagine her with like a Peach voice, like a Mario Sunshine Peach voice. Be careful. What's this icky paint like goop? It's moving. It's moving. Sorry, Rez, I did not. Even if they only have like one line. Ow! Am I gonna get a game over to Yakra? Is this gonna happen? It's just yeah, get some more Athenian water. Doesn't help when he's using that. Frog, you got this. I mean, who's Frog? This is Glenn. I did not. Yeah. Well, Luke's dead. Frog, you got this. Let's go! Yeah. And hey, this way, Chrono doesn't get experience. All as planned. And Luca doesn't get experience. Though, no, because it's based off Chronos, but, you know. Well, it's based off your lead character. It's really funny when you have one character, like, after you're able to switch out Chrono, and it's like, spoiler, and it's like, you have, like, Chrono over level 50, and Maro, like, level 40, and you just switch them to switch what spec you're at. Like, you can make Specchio weaker, because it's just based off whoever's leading. Which, for most of the game, is Chrono. But, yeah. Glenn. Uh, uh, yeah, so, um, he wasn't, he wasn't ever, let's just say he wasn't ever meant to take the lead again. You might get what I mean by that. When the game was being created, you weren't ever you were it was originally not meant to be able to reverse that. Yeah. They changed it later on because it's like, you kind of, it's not satisfying otherwise, but yeah. And like the main ending involves it, but uh yeah, it was it's like, yeah, it's hard to hear you again. Hmm. Yeah. Spoilers for a 30-year-old game. Yeah, well, part of why, I mean, first of all, it's an old game. Younger people very well, younger people very well might not know the game. Um, yeah, and the thing is, for the time, what happens was sort of unprecedented. Like, your silent protagonist normally never leaves the silent protagonist role. Also, Chrono's about to die. Um, yeah, because he didn't get healed, so he's at 1 HP. Um, yeah, normal, like, back in the day, you normally never really had the silent protagonist leave that role. Yeah, which is why, like, even Chrono Cross, like, as much as he sort of doesn't leave the role, when it seems like he does, it's like, what the heck is going on here? Like he literally had like Surge literally has in his as like his title, silent protagonist. Like so it's like, you know, you see Surge talking, it's like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, this isn't right. Ho ho ho. Sorry, I should be more humble in front of. Um, Enough already. Just slap her. Um, I'm not sure. Or on the screen share, possibly. Uh, the thing is, it is just capturing the game, like the window, but I think that is part of the window. However, because it's sort of like in a streaming mode, I'm not sure if it'll actually pop up or not. I think it will. Yeah, yeah. Um, well, if you are concerned about a certain game you're turning on, you could always set yourself to invisible. Yeah. Uh, level 3. normally, normally I'm not still level 3 at this point because Chrono is normally not dead for Yakra. Okay. I haven't seen any yet, and yeah. Well, I was mean because oftentimes I'll see something from a friend going online. So, hmm. Also with using, also with using the strength capsules, Chrono needs all the help he can get. Yeah. Tadaimasu. No. Yeah, if you're invisible, no, I definitely shouldn't. Seize him! Seize the filthy terrorist! He deceived our princess and plotted to overthrow the crown. You, you mustn't. This is, this is absurd. Yeah. And Marvel's still just like, no, he's fine. Like he's a great person. I find it funny how they never redid the sounds for this. The sounds are amazing. Also, here's something interesting. You might notice in the corners, the audience like, moving. Um, they don't do that in the SNES version. Not because they're not supposed to. It's the animation's in the game. It just doesn't actually trigger. Um, yeah. However, what's supposed to happen is when they'll have the cheers or the boos, that's when they're supposed to move. Maybe. Yeah. At at the very least, the ones in the ones like moving their fists like that, I'm pretty sure we're not. Who's responsible for initiating contact? Like I guess yeah, I am the one who ran to her. Although in that video, it clearly looks like she ran to me. I'll say now the camera's further down and you can see they're all like they're all moving. Several other acts have also been brought to my attention that call the defendant's character into question. Objection. This cannot possibly have any relevance to the case. The only thing that he has for my character is the one girl who I brought the cat back to. Zero's characters, the very core of this case, Your Honor. Yeah. Well, there's the one going up to Luca that's like, oh yeah, you know, he tried to pull that girl away from the candy. He tried to force her away. Then that girl there is like, you know, I asked to bring my kitty back and he didn't do anything. Then there's the old guy about the food. Yeah, the lunch. I think there's one from Elquire, but I'm not sure. Yeah. No question, Your Honor. If you full screen it, it should. Okay. Okay, see, now that this is how the audience is supposed to be, where they move when they're booing. Boo, boo. Yeah. Boo, boo. Also, this isn't exactly how a jury normally works, but we'll go with it, I guess. It's a video game. Not guilty. Boo, boo. Yeah. It looks like that should be the last one, but now there's one more. Like, you broke the pattern there at the very end. Defendant's been found not guilty. But even if he did not get that suspected materiator flight. Yeah. They could have moved the one at the top up and then switched them. Boo, boo. Yamate kudasai. Yeah. Well, see, because it's like, oh, even if he did not kidnap the princess, he aided in her flight, so sentenced him to 3 days of solitary confinement. And then, well, as will be seen by, you know, very soon here. Yes. Which, all things considered, understandable. The Chancellor is, this man is a seditionist who meant to overthrow our kingdom. That's not a sedition. The first I was a kidnapper, now I'm a seditionist. He's been found guilty by trial. I trust him to your care. Well, that's just a straight up lie. So this is the monster who abducted the princess. His execution is 3 days hence. See that he is still here to attend it. Execution? I don't recall hearing anything about that. No cause for concern. There's only been a small delay in the paperwork. Or do you mean to question me? Never, sir. Guards! Take the prisoner away. And now, left with a choice. Normally, I try to sneak out of here. However, I think... Hey, 6 others. I think... So I'm pretty sure in the original it was 6 ethers. And then, like, in the DS version, they changed it to 1 mid-ether. Then they changed it back to 6 ethers in this. Yeah, so I'm actually gonna wait because having split experience could be more useful. Yeah. Hoo hoo. Hoo hoo. I'm an owl. I don't... Is that supposed to be a chicken? Well, okay, I'm never sure it's a chicken. Yeah. A rooster is a chicken. Day of execution. Did it say execution day or day of execution? Hold up, I'm watching the execution day has arrived. Doesn't seem right, but okay. Hey there. Yeah, that sound. It's like screaming. Just stuck his head through the middle bar. There is one item I want to make sure I get here. The other ones aren't as big of a deal. Any last words? Yeah, you suck. The Chancellor lied to you all. You're really gullible. Lights out, boys. Would have been really nice if you made more of those. Like, why is it disposable? Like, why would you make that disposable, Luca? More bronze armor. The gun, why is the... She literally made the fate system. Yeah, she created the time egg, she created the fate system in Chrono Cross. Like, she's also the one who, like, made the whole thing in Chrono Cross. Like, the reason everything happened is because of what she created. Like, granted, would have been way worse off if she didn't, but, like... she's also the one who looked after Kid. And, without that, also, you would have drowned, 10 years before the game even began. Like, because, the spoiler, Kid's the one who ends up saving you from that. That's actually something that isn't brought up until, like, the end of the game. But, yeah. I figure it's not really that important of a plot point. It's the reason why she saves you is the more important thing. But it's possible it's like, oh, she was just there. Yeah. Oof. Uh the only like daily thing that I've done, semi recently is Colorful Stage, Hatsune Miku. But that you actually don't have to go on like each day, just a collective thing. By the way, so fun fact, do you know how there's these little symbols representing what element each character is? Well, in the original Japanese, instead of having like a symbol there for it, it was a singular kanji. So like Luca's is the kanji for fire. Chrono's is the kanji for like heaven, light. Marl and Frog have water. I imagine Magus is probably, yeah, it is probably the like Yami. Yeah, I imagine it's probably Yami. Shadow. Or yeah. Well, Yami is I'm pretty sure it could be both. Yami no game. It's a like shadow game. Hello there. Yami no game. Yeah, specifically season 0. Now this thing could very well kick my butt. Like even without being like minimum level, this thing does a lot of damage. Yeah. Basically, yeah. Yeah. Well, no, the head is immune to both fire and lightning. The other ones I don't think have any weakness. Fire just or like flame world just in general is powerful. Yeah, so basically just keep Luca on crap, target the wrong thing. Basically just keep Luca on backup in case Chrono gets damaged badly. And go after the head because the head will keep healing. Also, I fought this thing on this version before, and for whatever reason, it just it moves very fast in this version. Like, it seems to have more health and moves faster, you know, and just overall harder. Yeah. Yeah, it might actually be worth it to just go after the wheel first. Yeah. Whoops. It might only counter if it's alone. Hmm. Yeah. Crap. Yes. And it does it a lot. I'm just gonna try to target the bodies still. Okay, no, there's the shadow laser. So I think it doesn't. I think it's that it doesn't. Yeah. I think it's that it doesn't counter magic attacks. So when you use Flame Whirl, it didn't counter it. All right. I don't have slash yet. Ooh, 2 crits in a row. Nice. There we go. That's my last potion. Oh yeah, fire. Yeah, and that way it doesn't counter. This, I think, will be the hardest point of the whole thing. I think this will probably kill it. Nope. Okay, Luca, it's up to you. Let's go! 2 bosses in a row. Sorry, Chrono. Okay, so it might actually be worth it then to just go after the wheel and then the body. We always went after the head first, but with it having so much more health. Yeah. Yeah. I think you actually only need to take out the body in order to beat it. So it might actually just be worth it to just go after the body. Yeah, because they have more defense. Run away. Like all 3 of them. Yeah. These guys do nothing. It's like, capture me, I dare you. Do it, I dare you. Come on, get me. Whoa. Oh no. There's more of them. This is getting out of hand. This is really, really out of hand. You know, why do we get trapped by these guys? We could literally just run through them. Well, they have collision, but they move when you bump into them, so it's like just run into them. Like, come on, guys. I mean, sure, we don't really have anywhere to go where they wouldn't follow us, but like, just go live with the poor military. They're able to take out Guardia eventually. Nadia. I'm leaving. Princess Nadia. Yeah. Run away. So those guys in the bottom left there, it's kind of odd that they're there. You couldn't see them in the SNES version. Because the whole screen... Yeah, because the whole screen is farther to the right. And... Yeah, because PlayStation was also 4x3. So the whole screen was farther to the right. And... You couldn't... It wasn't widescreen like this. Yeah. Because essentially you see like just as much of the right side of the screen here as you did in the original. So, right? It's a gate. Yeah, I just like completely skimmed over like the entire first part of the game, like through Yakra. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah. So the thing with those with this box here, um, it's a chest. It just says mysterious force seals it shut. I don't. It's sort of like you're supposed to know that it's a chest, but I don't really know why. Um, it's because that's the same symbol. Yeah. Which, fun fact. Uh, yeah. So fun fact. There's a lot of endings in this game, and each ending has an achievement. Yeah, it's each achievement for on Steam is an ending. Uh, yeah. The what Ken just mentioned there about seeing someone else open the door. Um, between seeing that and being able to open it yourself, which if you have played through the game, you know that is a very short period of time. If you go and fight the final boss, you get a different ending. It is unique from anywhere else in the game. it's, it's so stupid. Like, yeah, because like, because most of the time throughout the game, like there's a decent period of time that you can get each ending, and it's not that bad. But specifically that one is so stupid. It's like I don't know how people found this initially. Like who would think to do that? Well, well, there. Well, strategy guides were a bit more common back in the day. Um, like even like official strategy guides. Do you remember like the Yoshi's Island one we had? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we still have it somewhere around here. Yeah, the booklets. Yeah. The so most of the time there were like official strategy guides, but there was also some instances like for Illusion of Gaia where literally the booklet that came with the game had a walkthrough in it. Like yeah, and with Illusion of Gaia, who can blame you if you don't? It was fun. It was an early instance of an action game, of an action RPG. Yeah, I think I'll fight like one or two enemies around here because level 3 Chrono might not be able to handle that the boss coming up. Because normally Chrono would have been a level or two higher from the previous bosses, and so it's not a problem. Yeah, yeah. Honestly, the fight's not that difficult. Even if you are trying to go, if you're trying to go through without like leveling up, the fight's normally not that difficult. But also normally Chrono isn't dead for the last two bosses, like five or six. Yeah, yeah. Is Chrono still no? Okay, Chrono did make it to level 4. Oh. Well, yeah. I'll oftentimes get like what I'll oftentimes do is just try to get like everyone's techs. Um, yeah, yeah. No. Techs techs are like techs and elements and magic in general. And Chrono Cross is completely different. The entire battle system is completely different. But you're still hungry. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Chrono Cross is a better remake of Chrono Trigger than this is. Yeah, yeah, They redid it for the DS version, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and PlayStation was just based off the. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it really had like better graphics at all. Yeah, and the cutscenes, for the most part, made it over. For some reason, there's like two cutscenes though that in the mobile version, and then the PC version, because the PC version is based off the mobile version, that they just got rid of. In fact, one is coming up here somewhat soon. It's like the first FMV in the game, and it's cut out. Yeah, it's like the first FMV in the game, and they cut it out for some reason. Also, they changed how this works. Yeah. No. No, you can't. You can't. You still have to go through here. Yeah. Um. Yeah. But yeah, the password to that crap. Well, I'm dead. I forgot to take the berserker off of Chrono. Really now? Where'd you come up with that one? Would have never guessed. Yeah. All right. Let's. All right. Let's go. Okay. Like, just don't try. Yeah. Also, Marl doesn't have aura, which is somewhat problematic, though she usually doesn't for me either at this point. Well, Aura World, you'll almost definitely have by the time you get Aura. Or when you get Aura. Yeah. Aura, 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 Aura. Hmm. Right, yeah. Is the Guardian weak to Thunder? Ah, wasn't sure if it. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and Delta Force. I couldn't remember what it was called. Right, Delta Force is the triple tech. Yeah. Crap. Okay, no. Never mind, we're good. Yeah. Nice crits. It revived the bits. and then they've got the amplifier and delta attack combos. I think Chrono might be weak to Shadow. Got him. Yeah, that boss isn't that difficult. That's why I wasn't really concerned about that boss. Dragon Tank was honestly the biggest one I was concerned about. Yeah. Normally it'll take like 2 cycles. Chrono just leveled up twice from that boss. Oh, and Marl and Luca. They all leveled up twice. So now I'm at level 6 with everyone. Experience. I will say there is HP. The boss at the end of this area, there's 6 of them, and if you are level 9 by that point, you will almost certainly be level 10 after it. So if you're trying to get there below level 10, make sure you're not level 9 by that point. Yeah, I think it might be like 500 experience to get it from level 9. I never talked to the dude. He's like, something's missing here. Alright, that rat is more than just a statue. No, it's no, we already got the seed. Marl goes over and takes from, like, during the cutscene. Yoink. Where's BYA? Okay. Alright. Yeah, you hold L and R and press A. I just kind of felt my way around it when I was playing this in Japanese. I was just like, well, it's not L or A, I can say that much. I pressed the first time, and then I went to press B again, and it just did the ding ding again. Then I pressed Y, and then that brought my menu. So then I activated again, press B again, and then and then, oh no, then I pressed Y after just activating it, which then got me the sound. And then I finally got it. So I tried like 3 times. Because, yeah, so funny thing, this isn't the case in Chrono Cross. However, in Chrono Trigger here, if you do not move, like if you just, I can just like come right up to this guy and just stand here, you cannot run to a battle. The enemies cannot initiate the battle. However, they can get right in your way. Yeah. Yeah. Where they'll literally go around you. Got it. Yeah, so that's the thing, like earlier with the rats, I screwed up twice. However, when they run to you, if you just like stand there, it will not run into you. There's supposed to be a sound playing in the background here. The PC version clearly is, it's not the best version, unfortunately. I'd say the DS version is the best version. Unfortunately, the font especially is a little bit low resolution. Ooh, look, it's Chronopolis. I mean, what? What is that turtle-looking thing? That parasite. Like, it's eating dreams. So you can almost call it a dream devourer, because it's ruining people's dreams. like you have the Dream Eater Pokemon attack. Hey, I could have called it the Time Devourer. Well, Doan's alive. I mean, and that's Chrono's descendant, so like, and Marl's descendant. Uh, hmm. Yeah. Sort of unintentional minor spoiler there, in case it wasn't obvious. At least once. No way. I don't wanna go. I just wanna go home and sleep. Come on, dummy. Don't call me a baka. Yeah, Luca calls you a baka. I can't read that much Japanese, but I do recall seeing that. Yeah. Something like that. Baga doesn't exactly translate directly. A lot of people think it means idiot, but if you translate just on its own, it'll translate to moron. However, it'll oftentimes be more like idiot or stupid. But yeah, Luca calls you a baka. Yeah. That yeah. It's just an insult. Yeah, I call I I find myself like calling chickens bakatoris, which means stupid birds. Like, that's just kind of how I think of them. Um, you mean? Oh, right, the sewer. No, you don't. Not until later. Yeah, yeah. In order to get to the wings. Yeah, jet bike key. Yeah. Um, I remember there's an enemy in like an end game side quest that looks like Crawley, and you have to like use lightning on it to make it vulnerable. Hmm. Oh yeah, so I was changing names in Final Fantasy VII, like because I was playing in Japanese. Um, and like Cloud was like Cloud Don't, and Barrett was Bullet Train, because his original name was mistranslated as Bullet. Yeah, the bottom right there. Here, this is the abandoned sewers. There's nothing to do over there yet. Yeah, and then I named Eris or Aerith, Arano. Hold it right there. Oh, bro. Thanks for the intro, boys. Yeah. See, it's sort of like a. So, they called him Aniki in Japanese, which is like sort of like a nickname for like big bro. Um, it's usually used as like a more endearing thing. Or not endearing, but like yeah, endearing's not the right word, but a sort of like friendly thing, like how you would call like I guess so, yeah. Um, like and like gangs and stuff like that, or like you might call like a friend like bro. You would use Aniki instead. Um, but I remember in the original thing for this they translated as the man. It's like, oh, it's the man. Yeah. Then it's just like, bro, that's not an introduction. Now this sequence here, there's the there's like the HD filter on it, and no matter if you have it on or off, it is forced on here. I do recommend not having that. I'm not gonna talk about that. Just gotta pretend like it didn't happen. Yeah, so at this point, normally you're not able to go to the right. At this point you can though, but I'm not going to do that because enemies. Yeah, there's some treasures there, nothing too important. But yeah. Anyway, so essentially you want to try to stay in front of him here. Johnny, the man, big bro. Yeah, and he'll get in front of you. You'll get in front of him. Yeah. I didn't realize I was as close to the goal as I was. I thought there's still a bit farther. Yeah. Yeah. There's a boost button that you can activate by pressing the run button. It shows B on there because it both stands for boost, and it was also the button on the SNES controller. Yeah. Yeah, whether you're in front or not. If you're already in front, to try to stay in front of him, but yeah. Yeah, just like you try to get in his way, he will try to get in your way. Yeah. Yeah, it does. You beat me? I don't get it. Well, you can come. Yeah, you beat me twice. But yeah, Yeah, there's a certain item you can find in the ruins there that will let you, one, track your scores. If you do really well, then you can get like a certain item from them. I don't remember what exactly it is, but um, and another thing that it lets you do is change between two different modes. You have one that you have boosts, which is the default one. The other one, you can turn the camera, which makes it easier to stay in front of him. However, you don't have boosts, so it's easier to get sort of like a perfect on the one where you can turn the camera. However, it's easier to win on the one where you can boost. So, yay, there's Aura. And I'm not gonna use it. Because I'm taking Luca with me. No, I'll take Marl. Usually I take Luca, but... She's not my wife. Yet. She's a best friend. No waifu. Yeah, well, okay. So here's something that is not at all clear. Marl and Luca, specifically those two, they use ranged weapons. Their attack is not based off their strength, which, if you pay attention, is easy enough to tell. However, it's not exactly straightforward like you would expect either. Their attack is based off their accuracy. Yeah. So there is no there's no reason to give them like strength tabs, power tabs, strength capsules, power tabs, whatever you want to call it. Also, I never gave them the iron helms. Are there what? Accuracy boosts? Not for capsules like that. Yeah. There are some accessories, however, that will give you like a good like plus 10 hit. So they can benefit greatly from accessories. They're also just generally very powerful magic users once that becomes relevant. Here's something. So, do you remember that Robo's name is Prometheus? So, that name comes up in Chrono Cross. And I didn't catch it at first. It's not relevant for quite some time. But yeah, the computer that I mentioned, or the part of the computer that kind of causes Surge to be important to the whole, like everything going on, is called Prometheus. So it's, yeah, so it is, considering Luca ends up being the one to create Robo in the ending. Again, minor spoilers. It Yeah, it doesn't even really say it directly, but because you changed the future, Robo would otherwise not be created. Or Robo might be created, but it could have possibly been created by Luca. You don't know. I think it was like that in the SNES version. Yeah. Well, the 5 characters is because of the Japanese version. It was 5 characters originally. 5 characters in Japanese, however, can fit a lot more. But the but this version of Chrono Trigger on PC here can be played in different languages, so that is definitely a benefit to it. So you can go into the settings and you can change what language you're playing it in. As such, the maximum character can only be the maximum character limit can only be the maximum of any others. It just so happens that all the names happen to fit into 5 letters. Also, this music could definitely be made into a Rickroll. You cannot deny it, and it most likely exists. If you look it up, you gotta send it to me. Just... Robo Rickroll. What level is Chrono? Okay, level 6. So I could level up like once. I think once safely. Twice would be a bit more risky. Because I think level 9 to level 10 might be like 400 experience. So, and considering the last boss of this area would be 480, if you like just reach level 8, you should be fine. But if you've been level 8 for a while, you might be pretty close. Oh yeah, so Robo, or Robot here. He has Rock Punch, Cure Beam, and will eventually learn Laser Spin if I let him in the battle. If I let him get into like 2 battles. Cure Beam is a curing spell, so it seems like it's not that useful to have Marl here. You would be wrong. And that. Oh, these two have Aura Beam. Okay. Okay, so Aura Beam is a multi-targeting heal. So Chrono can still attack while those 2 heal. Though I think it would be better if, you know. It could be. But I think this battle is required here. But this battle is required, but you can just run away to get around it. And that's also the case with okay, normally there are other enemies that show up there, but we'll take that. Again, though, I will battle 1 or 2 more because I want to be at least level 7 for the upcoming boss. Yeah, it's normally like pretty tight that like you don't want to fight like anything else that than what you have to, but okay, Mitsuda, yeah. Hmm. Oh, there's. Hmm. Uh, hmm. Yeah, that would make sense. Okay, so the boss, each one of them you said gives 60 experience? Or no, 80 experience. So it's 480 experience. Um, yeah. So if you fight it as soon as you reach level 8, you should be fine to not reach level 10. Considering I basically just reached level 7, it's 269 experience to level 8. So yeah, if you want to go around and fight till you reach level 8 and then immediately go on, you can do that. You are cutting it a little bit close, but also it's not like the upcoming fight is easy. So I don't know how much of a difference one level will make, but yeah, I'm pretty sure these guys have a relatively high magic defense as well. Um, yeah, essentially with how it works, it basically makes it so that way damage is essentially random between like 1 and 8. However, uh, they only have like 10 HP, so yeah. 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 It's not like other games where crits will pierce defense. Also, you might want to not do what I just did. The alkalis will counter if there are any acids with that attack that deals significant damage to everyone. I think the alkalis have a little bit less defense, but you're still going to be dealing a very small amount to them. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, if you're like end game levels, then you could deal some significant damage to them with magic. May not massive amounts, but okay. So they do have a little bit less. Okay. They're very slightly less, but hmm. Hmm. So this here, Zaby, the original version, you would press X A B Y, because to sort of spell out Zaby. Pretty sure I pressed the right button first, but it didn't register for some reason. Yeah. In the gamepad for, like, if you're using an Xbox controller, assuming you have not reset your Chrono's level 8. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Assuming you have not redone your button binds, it will be ABYX. Which would, for a PlayStation controller, would make it like XO triangle square. I have redone my button binds though, so B and A are switched. It was BAYX. Yeah, it's basically confirm whatever your confirm button is, whatever your run button is, whatever your menu button is, and then the other button. The other button doesn't do anything yet, but will soon enough. Yeah. Yeah, the Y button and the SNES version. Hurry before it's due date. Marl just ran through the door there. Also, yes, her name is Marl, not Marley. I'm pretty sure Maggot. I'm pretty sure Magus is Magus, not Magus. Although, I know I'm still gonna call it Magus. I know the one that is definitely annoying, though I understand it, but still annoying, is Ayla. I mean, Ayla sounds better, but it is Ayla. That is an incorrect statement, but not wrong. Let's see it. Oof. I could have called him R66Y. It's like we're not, like, it's like I'm not doing that. Instead, he is just robot. Let's see here. Who else is there? Frog is Kairu, but you know, that's just the Japanese word for frog. Because there are 6 of them. Yeah. So you're on 2 on 6. If you had Robo, you could have like Robo using laser spin, and then, you know, the other 2 like Ore Whirl or something. Do they? Okay, can you check? Do they have a resistance to like fire or something? Because I remember last time I was playing this. Because I remember, yeah, that makes sense. Last time I was doing this, I had Luca, and I was using Fire Whirl, and it didn't really seem to do like any more damage. Or at least I think Cyclone was doing like 70, and Fire Whirl was doing like 90, and they have like 100 health each or something. So it just wasn't that useful. I end up just having Luke on yelling duty. Yeah. No, it's 150, okay. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Ah, yeah. Yeah. I don't even know if you need to beat the game or if it just shows you the ones that you found. So once I don't know if it's once they're down to 3 or like what exactly determines it. Once their numbers are down a little bit, they will start countering uh, physical attacks at least. So do not use Cyclone on all 3 of them because you will hurt. Oh dear. Hmm. So Robo Pitch is the one that they'll do when there's multiple of them left. It's basically a combo counter. I don't know what difference it is. Um, and that they'll pass between 2 of them before throwing whoever it is that they grab at the other person, essentially dealing like 20-25 damage to both people. Um, the other one, once there's only one, is the explosion one. Uh, and that does like 30 to 40 damage to each person. I'm not sure what the laser one is. Yeah. I just mean I don't remember actually ever seeing that. That's the plan. Anyway, robot, what do you want to do after I finish repairing you? Except 2. Yeah. Ayla. You. I can barely hear you. A little. You still sound more muffled than you did before, but it's better. Yes. Uh, and Robo's a robot, so you know. I said, and Robo's a robot. Although, Robo does get some magic skills. Uh, yes. And he is one of the best characters to give the magic tabs, which seems backwards, but because he has such, well, I can't show you right now, but because he has such a low base magic stat, his magic based attacks and healing spells are generally very powerful for what your magic stat is at. Therefore, one point of magic will go a lot farther than it will with, say, Luca or Marl. As such, yes. He also, I think, might be the. I think Frog gets heal, and I think other than that, Robo is the only character who gets a multi-target healing spell on his own. Because of that, if you give him your magic tabs, he will basically be your best healer in the game, while still being an extremely powerful physical attacker. Yeah. Yeah, she gets Cure, Cure 2, and Life 2. Yeah. Yeah, Cure will heal like 300 health. Cure 2 will heal all your health. Life 2 is revive and all your health. Right. So you're told here that you can switch party members via the main menu. That was not the case until the DS version, I believe. Actually, I don't even know if it was like that in the DS version. It may have not been that like that till the mobile version. However, it is now mapped. It is not mapped to the X button, so the X button just doesn't do anything in this version. Charm is Isla, yeah. She gets Twin Charm with Marl. She gets Kiss. Has a healing spell. Here we are. So, if Chrono is underneath level 10, there will be a frog here, which is a form of this guy that most people do not even know exists. Yeah. Yes. Usually around like level 12 or so, I think. This is Specchio. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest, Specchio, you look weak. See, how I look depends on how strong you are. If you're strong, I look strong. If you're weak, I look weak. So Specchio's form depends on what level you are, in case that wasn't obvious by now. If you are level 10, he will look like a koala. I say it's a koala, it doesn't really actually look that much like a koala, it's just what the enemies are called. If you are level 99, he'll be a new. Between like level 40 and level 98, he is a he looks like a certain boss in the game, but purple. I do not remember the 20 to 30 and 30 to 40 though. Actually, I remember one of them. It's like a goblin. Yeah, it's like a blue version of the green goblin things. Used it, Paris. And after the koala. Yeah. There is actually benefit to doing this. Trying to get here under level 10. Besides just the fact that it's different. Yes. Yeah, it's what the enemies are called. Okay, so third form is the goblin. Ah, right, yeah. I never ran into it, but there is one of those things that you can find in during the escape. in the prison. Uh, yeah, it's like blue with this. It's rather large, has blue armor and a helmet that you can only see like a single eye through. Speculo would be a pink version of that. Yeah, and then the pink new. Yeah, and is very powerful. You will likely get your butt kicked. Oh. Mother wants me to go with her. Mother wants me to go with her to get Topo Chico from the Walmart market. To get. She just really wanted to get this. I'm not really that sure. I had to put a bomb. Honestly, I was planning on being done once we reached the end time as it is and got magic. So she was just like, I mean, it's like right now? No, maybe in like 5 minutes. Yeah. So if you make it here before you have all your abilities, okay. Anyway, as I was saying, so if you do not have your second abilities yet, like Wind Slash, Allure, and Hypno Wave here, when you get magic, you'll get them automatically. You're kind of meant to have them by this point, so it just gives you it. However, if there's a star next to them, like Lightning, Ice, and Fire, and Cure, those are magic attacks. Um, yeah, yeah, it's not attack. Um, I don't. I think I'm not sure if like Wind Slash is lightning elemental. I'm not sure if. Okay, so that is a magic attack. I'm not sure if that's based off of your magic stat though. That might be based off your attack stat, though still attacking the enemy's magic defense. Yeah. Anyway, the benefit to getting here early, the benefit to getting here early is that if you fight this form of Specchio, you can get an extra magic capsule and also some mid ethers and mid potions. I know in the DS version, you could still press the Y button to reach the party menu. I'm not sure if you could do it from just the normal party menu or not, or if they changed that specifically in the mobile version. Yeah, from now on, you don't need to worry about over leveling. Just make sure you come here like every 10 levels or so to fight Spec U again. Once you're reaching... No. I mean, you get one magic capsule, but... Yeah. Just, try to come here every 10 levels or so. If you come here like at level 10, you're probably going to get beaten by Spec U. If you come here at like level 12 or 13, you have a good chance of winning. If you come here at level 19, you should definitely beat that form of Spec U. As for the other ones, they're a bit harder. If you go there like as late as you can, you'll probably still be fine. But especially the last one, not counting the new. Like if you go to the the boss one at like level 98, you should be able to beat it just fine. Like, yeah. Ayla would be really good for that because she benefits especially from levels. Except Spec U does not take damage from physical attacks, so don't even try. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Yeah, I'm not going with her, but I'm still gonna end it here because we're planning to end it anyway. So I'd say sayonara, but that's like goodbye forever. As for the 0 people who came to the stream, the whole thing, I looked at it every 5 minutes or so. 0 people the whole time. You should really like the stream if you liked it and you want to see more. I'll normally get like at least 1 or 2 throughout the course of the stream. This one was just a static 0. Yeah. I mean, it's Chrono Trigger. If people wanted to watch Chrono Trigger, there are plenty of ways they could do that. There are plenty of ways they could play Chrono Trigger. I mean, the SNES version is still a pretty good way of playing Chrono Trigger. It is not on the SNES Classic, though, so... I know. It's easy enough to homebrew an SNES Classic and to add it, but that also requires having the ROM, so... Like, I actually... Well, I don't have it currently added to this SNES Classic because, I may have screwed up a little bit, and all the other files are on the other laptop, and I haven't gotten it back out yet. Well, I did get it back out, but I didn't connect the Classic to it. I think the save files are still there, but regardless, see it. Yeah. see you later, matane. And we will end it with the owl.